Hey, Darlington Farm here. So out here in the shop, I got some insulation up. So I'm putting this thermal barrier stuff up before I put my 3-inch foam up. And I'm making the rounds around the shop here, just kind of hitting whatever was easiest. I got to go pick some more of that stuff up, but I got a door. I'm pretty excited about that one. Up until now, I've been having to use this 14-foot tall sliding door to get in here. So I got a door. I'm pretty excited about that one. And I got air trenched in from the other workshop. I've got a 7.5 horse Quincy compressor in the other shop there. Trenched a line out here so I didn't have to have a separate air compressor to run like a plasma cutter. Right now I am trying to get things sorted out as far as what I'm putting where. I'm thinking in this back corner over here, so I've got my Pureless bandsaw right there. I'm thinking in this back corner here, I'm going to put in a burn table. I've been looking at 5x10 burn tables. I'm trying to decide what brand I want to go with. Kind of doing some research there, and then I think in the opposite side of the shop there, I think I'm going to put a press brake. So kind of in the early phases of looking for both of those, but I got to run my air. I got power over here on this back wall. I got 480, oops, right there, and then I'm going to put a dedicated 50 amp 220 single phase plug back there because I have been looking at a hypertherm, or the plasma cutter I'm looking at getting with the burn tables, a hypertherm PowerMax 85, and just to save a little bit of power. Most of the time I'm not really planning on cutting thick stuff, so I'm just going to run it off single phase. My phase converter takes about 10 amps to run the idler motor, so save a little bit of electricity there, just running off single phase when I don't really need the full 480 power of it. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited, making some pretty good progress here. Picked up a 14-foot extension ladder to put the ceiling in. I have been going up there with some caulk or some Pro Seal and just going around all the nail heads and the screw heads and stuff. I still have like one little roof leak over there I'm trying to find, and then I think I might wait a couple more rainstorms here, and then I'll go ahead and start putting in the ceiling because I want to make sure I don't have any leaks before I put up my insulation. So I'm just going to go put this thermal barrier stuff here. This stuff is really neat. It is kind of like not styrofoam, but like bubble wrap, like a real heavy bubble wrap with, it's got that aluminum stuff on there. Pretty impressive. It's actually nice and warm out today, but like you walk over here to that barn tin and you step from the insulation to the non-insulation, just the waves of radiant heat really blast you. It's pretty impressive what such a thin level of insulation does. It's pretty neat. So anyway, yeah, and we're going to go with 3-inch foam over the top of that. I put this down here. I did a sheet split in half, 2 foot down, 2 foot over around the perimeter here. I didn't put insulation under the entire slab. I just put it around the perimeter there to kind of block some of the cold from making it in the shop. And I got to go pick up some J-channel for my door. And yeah, I'll have a door. I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at here. I salvaged a desiccant dryer and this other stuff from a plant I was working in. I've never had one of those before. I ordered some beads for it because the beads were in there were real old and nasty. So, well, that should be in next week, I think, and we'll try that out. It's about 300 feet from here to the other shop, so there the air's got quite a ways to cool off, and hopefully any moisture condenses out. But just to get ready for the plasma cutter, I really wanted nice clean air. I ordered a motor guard filter to go over in that back corner right before it goes into the plasma cutter. Just kind of anticipating the burn table because I want to get that guy up and get it running and making some money out here. So thoughts on, are you better off taking an old building like this and renovating it, or are you better off just borrowing some money and putting up a shop? Honestly, with the amount of work and time that I put in this that I could have been working, I definitely would have been better off, especially when interest rates were really low. Just borrowing some money, paying somebody else to put up a shop that was just move-in ready, maybe do a little bit of work, and then start making money, because every day I'm out here not making, or doing work on the building, I'm not making money. And I have about $6,000 in my electric so far. Insulation, I think all told, I think I'm gonna be $6,000 or $7,000 by the time I get all that in, get all the ceiling done. And I still don't know what I'm gonna do with the doors. I think I'm just gonna get some maybe 1.5" foam and stick in there. So all told, I'll probably have 50 or so in the building, or in an existing building, and that doesn't include all the lumber for when I went around. And over here I had to replace the bottom 8 feet of every post in here. So, you know, $50,000, $60,000 in renovating an old cow barn like this. It is cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just put the insulation straight on the underside up there, so it's gonna have nice tall ceilings. I think it'll look really cool. It definitely will have more character than just a, you know, new pole barn. But from the business standpoint, I would have been better off just, you know, borrowing some money, paying somebody else to do this, and get back to what I do. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Projects coming up out here. We got to build a CIP system. There's that. I think I've shown that in one of my other videos. A 350-gallon tank. Last week's video was a steam header. Here's the steam header. It's attached to the steam valve. So here's the steam valve. This is a direct acting valve that has a thermostat on it there. That will go in the tank, and once the water in there comes up to temperature, it will shut off the steam and cycle. Instead of running one large jet, since that's a fairly small tank for an 1.5" steam line here, I got a bunch of these steam mixers. Actually, it's an 1.25" line, but so these are 3/8, and I was going to order a 1/2 inch. All my lines are going to be set up for 1/2 inch, but I'm not sure exactly the jet size, what it should be. That engineering on that is a little over my head, so we're going to try 3/8 first, and then move up from there. Yeah, basically steam squirts in that hole, or shoots in that hole there, and then there's a jet in there, and this is a Venturi. If you don't know what a Venturi is, you have velocity running, or a high velocity flow running through the middle here, creates a low pressure area relative to the outside here. That's Bernoulli's principle. That's how an airplane works, a helicopter works, anything like that. That's how it works. But you have the jet going through here. It pulls in the steam, or pulls in the water that's in there and circulates it, or mixes it. So that's how these work. I got 4 of these. I got to make some holes in the tank over here. We're just going to go ahead and plasma cut some holes in it, and go ahead and put in just some of these threaded bushings and weld them in the tank. But I had to wait to get shop air out here before I could use the plasma cutter, so that had to wait on the airline over there. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm pretty stoked about this. Drug over my pipe threader. If anybody's local here and needs a pipe threader, I don't really need that thing anymore. I was going to use it and then just ended up ordering some half nipples from McMaster and welding them. So anyway, yeah, I guess I got to start reel here. I drug this home from some job site. Actually, a lot of the stuff in here has been just drug home from a job site where it was going to go in the dumpster, and I was like, ooh, I'll take that. So anyway, yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I will have to do a video here on my Peerless bandsaw. I took some cool drone shots when I was unloading it, and it's pretty exciting. Really neat, all hydraulic. Just love that thing. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this. So anyway, I'm Darlington Farm. Thank you all for watching. Please check back to the channel.